We just had a 1.5 X-class flare explode on the sun. This launched a big coronal mass ejection out into space, which will be impacting us around April 1st, the same day that NASA has set aside to launch 4 astronauts to the moon. 5.5 hours after this 1.5 X-class flare, we had the second strongest earthquake of 2026 rupture, a magnitude 7.3 in Vanuatu, where there is a very active volcano. In fact, that earthquake struck directly underneath that volcano. We have a sun grazer comet coming in on April 4th. We have all these sunspots on the Earth-facing side of the sun. It could perhaps provoke those sunspots to be very, very active. These astronauts may be in for a bumpy ride, and they are launching on the full moon should the launch proceed on April Fool's Day. That is no joke. They are deciding to launch on April Fool's Day. Here we can see that 1.5 X-class flare with our 131 angstrom view, a long duration event. This really hit Earth with a lot of photonic energy pretty much immediately, 8.3 minutes after it happened. And well, it was shortly followed up by a big earthquake in Vanuatu on the sunlit side of the Earth. We can really see the shockwave produced by this big X-class flare by looking at our Halo CME model here. So beautiful coronal shockwave. You notice that this is not in that Earth center zone. That is right around here. It's gonna be there in about 2.5 days. So really starting around April 1st to April 3rd is that most critical time window where it'll be lined up with our planet, but we also have some time on the side where it could still be geoeffective. So we're in the period right now where this sunspot is very, very active and can definitely launch some stuff our way. It already has, but I'm talking about even more than this. We could get a solar storm pileup to come in. We can see this coronal mass ejection propagate out with our C3 coronagraph view. This is our wide view of the sun. We put an occluding disk over it, denoted by this white circle, to block out the harsher light so we can see the solar wind in these sort of solar storms. You'll notice Saturn right there. It just performed a superior conjunction with the sun, Saturn-Cazimi, around the 25th of March. Here is that gigantic coronal mass ejection. Has a nice halo characteristic to it, meaning that it is inbound to us. So we see here is the NASA model for this. Estimated impact around 1800 Universal Time on the 31st to about midnight on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day.